y'all? Joe Dunbar with Starin and Midwich Group. It's Infocomm 24. It's day 2, so I'll shave you all the spiel. We are here at AVonAir. We've got our buddy Jay from BTech in the house. Louis is with me. Louis, how are you doing after last night?
Last night was good. The voice is struggling a bit more today.
I kind of wanted to prep them for that, so we could kind of insert that. Jay, how are you feeling after last night?
I'm feeling great. Party was awesome. Look forward to being here.
We had a great time last night. Old Red, the Starin party was, off the hook. It was awesome.
Yeah, it was good, man. It was good.
We had a couple floors. Yeah, we had a couple floors in there. 2 or 3 floors in Old Red, so it was a really great time. There was a band playing. Sorry you couldn't be there. We were going to post some content, but I didn't want to make everybody jealous, So, Jay, let's hop into, I don't want to make it too nuts and bolts or anything, but a little bit of shop talk. BTech is sort of a new line to Starin. It's relatively new. We've been now a couple months, right? Midwich, you guys been working with BTech for a while, Louis?
Yeah, definitely been working with BTech for a while. Shout out Chris over in the UK.
There you go.
We have to do the UK shouts.
That's right.
Yeah, we work with BTech. It's an extra to the room that's needed, right? Everything we work on, everywhere we go, there's going to be something you need in your realm, right?
Yeah.
So it's just a conversation that comes up pretty much every day.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, it's just the aspect of the mount world where it's like obviously everything needs to be mounted, in standard. So it's it's an interesting place to be. It's just how do you differentiate yourself versus your competition?
So a great question for yourself, Jay. Let me tell you, how do you? I mean, what the BTech, the mount world is. It's not. There's not a bunch of crazy specs where you can say we have a bigger or we have a faster or a lighter or whatever. Right. So it's a little bit of a different world for you guys. How do you differentiate yourselves? What's the difference between BTech and any other mount company that our folks are used to?
Yeah, it's nice. I mean, from a geographic standpoint, it's nice where we're in 11 or 12 countries, depending on how you look at it. So we can have, a single price point from every country, which differentiates us without a doubt. I don't really know another manufacturer who can do that. I could be oblivious, but, from that standpoint, it makes a big difference. The only caveat of this there is U.S. tariffs, which increase the cost a little bit. But every other country, you can have the same exact cost across the board, which is terrific. And that's
huge.
Yeah. And then from a product perspective, I guess what differentiates us is size. I mean, we carry standard mounts up to 120 inch. So if you're looking for large single pane of glass, displays,
right?
We kind of knock it out of the park there. And then modularity, our System X is, columns and rails. So you can pretty much build whatever you want, as small as you want, as large as you want. We're very customized and we're small and nimble. Yeah. So, customers or users or whoever we can build whatever they want based on off the shelf, items. And depending on what country you're in, like if you're in the US, we can, customize that out of Los Angeles and ship to, wherever you need.
That's awesome. I think we do a ton of the LG 98 inch and 110 inch panels here with Starin in the US. And, there are some mounting options out there, but it was pretty slim. And when we got the BTech line, I was so excited to start working with you guys because there's some real options for those sizes. And it's slim pickings for those size panels out there right now.
Yeah, exactly. And then I might be tooting the horn a bit too much here, but Innovation House in the UK, we use a load of BTech mounts for all the screens there. And honestly, that place is never the same for more than 2 weeks at a time.
Right.
So those mounts are coming off the wall, they're going back on the wall, they're coming off, they're going back up. And we've never had a problem. So
yeah, it's it's nice kind of where, I guess to that standpoint, like if you're in a demo room or a training room and you're like, hey, I really want to do this, from the ceiling. Great, we can do that. Again, based on our columns and rails. Oh, you want it mobile? Terrific. Oh, you need a floor stand because you're in a fishbowl conference room? Done. You
know what? That's a huge call out. I know you guys were talking about it at the booth yesterday, but the new stand, there's so many of the rooms are glass all over. I mean, we've even got some glass here in the podcast, well, some plexi, right? In the podcast studio, but yeah. But putting up displays in those places is getting harder and harder because there's less stuff that you can really secure to.
Right.
So that's definitely an exciting solution for you guys. What do you? I mean, maybe there isn't an answer to it. Like, is there a way to make the mounts, a little more exciting and sexy to talk about with the partners? Is it a more like, we're not even going to try? What's the point?
I don't want to lie to you. Probably not.
Do not lie to us. Keep it real here.
At the end of the day, it's it's engineered, bent metal in an exciting way, and as exciting as you can get bent metal.
Yeah.
But it's, again, we really think about the user at the end of the day. Like in our booth right now, we have a new solution that we brought out that brings large displays away from glass, so you can clean the glass, because in a retail environment, say a huge display.
Yeah.
Like we're using a large 75-inch Dynascan that's, up against the display or up against the glass. How's somebody going to clean that? They're not. So we have this rail system.
I've never even.
Don't
We've
even
put
think
so
about
many
it.
screens against glass, and
Yeah.
I've never even considered how do you clean,
Right.
like move that and clean it.
Yeah.
The other thing as well, like going back to the making it look sexy, I don't know if you get this in the US a lot, but in the UK, the two things we're seeing a lot now is the glass thing, right? There's glass everywhere.
Yeah.
The other thing is like exposed ceilings, the industrial look. They're leaving the walls as the brick they are. And it is becoming a thing where if
Yeah.
you use mounts that don't fit the aesthetic, it ain't going in.
Right.
Like,
Very true.
Yeah.
more and more design companies now are the ones going in, going, no, your AV has to sit on kit that looks like this.
Right.
Because if it doesn't, my client isn't getting the office the way they want it to look.
Right.
A lot of that was stamped or stained concrete. Like so many offices
Yeah.
here are going for that look in so many places because it's versatile, it's functional, it's easy to deal with, it's low maintenance. But yeah, something that fits the aesthetic and the look, all that is definitely required. Off of the the mount direct stuff right away.
Yeah,
for
sure.
Just a second, Jay. Do you have like we're in Vegas this year.
Yeah.
The Infocomm show rotates. There's other trade shows in the year. Is there like a favorite thing about a trade show for you? Do you cool, we're in Vegas, I love to go golf here, or is there something away from the show floor that makes you go, all right, I'm excited to go be here?
And
Something
we'll
like
keep
that.
it real.
Yeah.
The good, the bad, the ugly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you
Yeah.
go.
No, yeah, it's cool. For better or worse, I love to play craps.
Oh, my man.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So, like for me, I was with a whole bunch of people with my team last night, and I bought in for a certain amount, and they were like, I don't even know what you're doing. And I played for a while, and I did well, which is great. But they were like dumbfounded, and I played for, I don't know. It was midnight, so I don't know. Maybe I could play for an hour, two, I don't know. And by the end, they were like, I have no idea what just happened, but you won money and life is good.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I love craps. I am awful at golf, but I love to golf. But Vegas golf is such a different world where like all of a sudden you're out and you're like, oh, it's 110.
It's a rough time of year to golf.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
I used to live here, and you get discounts if you golf in the summer.
Right.
And you can pretty much be the only one out there if you want to.
Well, it's the flip. I mean, I live in Buffalo, so
Right.
from that standpoint, right now is our
Good time of year.
It's our awesome season where it's 70, 75. And life is good.
Yeah.
But
Not in January.
yeah, February, you're depressed and you want to
Minus
golf.
20.
Yeah. Yeah. Little rough.
Man, we're glad to have you in from Buffalo. Where do the people find BTech online? The website, the LinkedIn profile. I'm assuming BTech is. I know the website quite well myself.
Yeah. BTechAVmounts.com. And a shout out for a new brand that we're, gonna skew up at Starin, I don't know, couple months, called Neo Mounts, was another division, which is a desktop mount manufacturer out of Europe, a large player, and it'll be brand new to North America. And we're real excited to bring a couple SKUs to Starin and get that rolling.
Love it. I love it, man. Anything else you guys want to hit before we kind of wrap up and out of here? I feel like, this is a great way to start day two.
Yeah, it's killer.
Talk all down.
Yeah, we good. Well, folks, we appreciate you guys sticking around. Thanks, Jay, for coming in
Thanks,
and
guys.
letting the people know. # AVonAir. Check us out if you're on the floor at C8022.